welcome back to another episode of Bagged Milk, your favorite podcast, done solo, in Edmonton, by an East Coaster. You can't get much better than that. You can't get much more original. So yeah, we're back at it. It's another fucking week. We just crushed it out. What's going on? What's cracking? It's another fucking week of perpetual imprisonment. We're getting that still going on. You know what I'm talking about? It's Corona. This is an old episode. Maybe this is from the future and you're listening back to my original shit. The Corona happened. The COVID-19, the vid-19's happening still. Still happening. Some spots are starting to slowly open though, so maybe we'll have a glimpse of hope. Hopefully, maybe it'll come all back and hit us in the face and fucking kill all of us. Who knows? But it's an exciting time, isn't it? It's a great time to be alive, because we just don't know what the fuck's going on. No one's telling us anything, and what they do tell us, they'll contradict in a day anyway. So it's just like, well, why bother listening to you? You don't have a fucking sweet clue what's going on. What I've realized is, over this whole time is, like, I'm abiding by the rules, no matter what I say. Like, I'm not going out crazy. I'm going to work, and I go get my weekly groceries. And then that's it, pretty much. I go for a run, but I stay away from people. But what I realize is I'm abiding by the rules, but that's the exact same way I lived anyway. You know what I mean? I never went out. Like, I'm just realizing this now. And this is my life. And I'm like, oh man. You know how much that fucking sucks? When you realize they tell you to shut yourself in and be a shut-in, and you're like, oh, I was already doing that. And now I suck. And I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm trying to get out more. And then I know when this shit breaks down, I'm going to get out more. I'm going to do some shit. So expect some of you motherfuckers to be like, I'm going to be at your door. I'm not even going to be texting anymore. I'm just going to be at your door and be like, come on, let's go. We're just going to do something. We're going to go sea doing. We're going to go crack a beer in a fucking field. We can sit on the tailgate. We can fucking pop the top off the Jeep. Or we can crack one. If everyone's like, don't drink and drive, you can crack one. It's okay. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. It's old school. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because you got to get it all in, man. Like I said, you don't know what's going to happen. You got to get it all. We could lift it all, and it could come back in the fall and kill us all. They're saying the second round could be even worse for healthy people. So, like me, I'm like dead. I'm fucking toast, bro. If it's the healthier people that are gonna get it, I'm fucked. I'm just gonna walk outside and take one breath and dead. Oh, fuck COVID. Why would you come after the healthy people? I hope that's not what it is, man. I hope it just attacks the sick people. People that don't fucking take care of themselves. Fuck them. No, fuck them. We all deserve to live. That's for sure. That's for sure. Another thing I want, because of all this, I think, is some chickens. I want some chickens. Why do I want some chickens? Because they give me fucking food, man. I'm tired of going to Walmart for my own food. And at least that's like one step. Like, I eat when I cook breakfast. Like, I don't eat a whole lot by myself, but like, we got fam, so it's at least a dozen. At least. Like, that's nothing. I go like 12 to 15, eggs just cooking breakfast. So I need chickens. I need brooks. I need some fucking... I had chickens when I was growing up. When I was a little fella. We moved into a new house. My old house, it was a trailer, a little mini home back in Prince Edward Island. I'm an islander, man. And it burnt down. It got burnt. And so we had moved. And we moved to this new house. It was new to us. It was probably like 50 years old at the time. But it was new to us. And that was a big improvement for us. We were pretty poor. So we had chickens. They had 2 coops of little chickens. And we as kids, we'd go out and get the fucking eggs. And it was great, man. I loved the chickens. The only thing that fucking sucked about the fucking chickens is when they get out. Because, you ever watch Rocky? You think Rocky was cool? He caught 1 chicken? Guy's a fucking pansy. 1 chicken, Rocky? Try catching like 20 fucking chickens. 20 chickens all spread out. All saying, fuck you! Fuck you! Like, what the fuck? They don't want to be caught. Like, they're little tiny fucking dinosaurs. And they don't want to be caught. They want to be free. And they literally are little tiny fucking evolved dinosaurs, man. They used to be. Look it up. Look it up. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, sometimes I will. Sometimes I won't. But chicken's just the way to go. Buddy of mine, he's doing chickens now and I'm jealous. He's got so many chickens. He's like the chicken king. He's probably got like maybe 20, 40 chickens. I don't know. Like an unlimited amount. That it's just unfathomed how many chickens. Like, that's more than I got fingers and toes. I barely count that high. But he's got them and he loves them. And he makes money off them too, because you can't eat that many eggs yourself. Well, I could. But you don't have to. And you can sell the rest of them. So chickens are good. And you sell the chicks. And you sell the eggs. And it's a good thing to have, I think, if everyone had chickens. They'd have a lot of eggs. That's what I think. That's what I think. But yeah. After all this said and done, man, I gotta get out more, man. I miss. It's been so long. I think it's just adults. We just work, and we don't set any time aside for like a good hang, man. I miss a good hang. You know? You just used to just fucking chill. And you had no worries for that fucking couple hours. You laughed, you fucking shot shit, and that's it. And I don't get enough of those anymore. I don't get enough. And I need more. I miss a good hang with the bros I got. That you could just be yourself. You don't have to be a stuff fucking uptight, hair gel back, shirt pressed and buttoned type of fucking guy. You can just be a mess and come in there with all your problems and you can shut the fuck up about them or you can bitch about them. No one's gonna care. You can just hang or you can be yourself. You could, if I can't even tell you that I smoke weed, if I can't mention that I like little puff, what the fuck am I even doing with you? Like, really? Like, honestly. If I can't bring that up, if I'm like, oh, I better hide that. Why? Like, even, yeah, man, I can't. Like, what's the point? That's why I don't, like, you know, even in a company setting, it's just like, you gotta be, like, so hush-hush. And I hate that. And I'm like I've been in management positions and stuff, and it's so annoying, because for, like, the whole day, you just gotta, like, shut your mouth, bite your tongue, and fucking be a businessman. Be a company cock. You know what I'm saying? Remember Cock from last week? You remember. A cock, he's a company cock. And I can't handle that. Like a buddy of mine just said, like outside of here, you're not nothing. You're just another person. Why are you fucking trying to be a cuck for a company that's a bajillionaires and they don't care about you? And then you come out of here. What's the difference when we leave this place? You think you're special? No, you're not. You're not special. I'm just saying that. Like, your title means nothing outside of it. But I miss people. I miss a good hang. I miss a good sit on the couch, have a few beers, sit at the kitchen table, you know, even just fucking cards, video games, man, out and about, having a dinner, lunches, whatever, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking pansy. I just miss people. Sucks. And this made it even worse. But it maybe made it better. Because now I realize I don't like that. I don't like this life. It sucks, man. But we'll get through it together, I think. Me, you, and you, and you, and a few others that are listening. We'll get through it together. Trust me. Don't even worry about it. Oh, yeah, man. So, just remember who the fuck you're listening to. This is me. I'm not too fucking serious on this, remember? So what I say doesn't always reflect my own opinion. Like, I might say something and that's not what I am, my belief of that. It's just I'm saying it because it's fucking funny. Like, or I'm like trying to be devil's advocate and like push you into another opinion. But or I'm just an asshole. Like, whatever, man. But don't think of everything I say as, like I said, the gospel. Let's make sure we all know that before we get too fucking deep into this, okay? Okay, but I love you. Okay, thanks. Listen. You think I'm fucked up, but I think you think because I like smoke like all that weed that I'm like just fucked. I've always been that way, and I haven't always smoked weed. I've always just had fucking random retarded thoughts, and sometimes I just let them spew out like a fucking like not like a drippy faucet, but like a faucet on full blast, like fucking cock. Like, but you know, I say stuff and that's fine, but don't think it's because it's just the weed. Like, I don't want you to think it's like the weed. I smoked the weed on this show because it gives me something to fucking do. You know what I mean? It's like I get a nice mellow and it actually focuses my thoughts a little bit. But like, if I don't, like, if I wear like headphones at like work and stuff, and listen to shit, and if I don't, I'm the most annoying fucking person to be around in the world. You know why? You know why? Because all the thoughts come out and I can't work. And then I just want to wander around and talk to people and have story time and everything that fucking comes out of my head. I'm like, oh, I gotta share that. I gotta share that with everybody. Everybody here's gotta know that. And it's fucking, I'm sure it's annoying to work with me. And I get all my work done. I'm like the fastest motherfucker there, but I get fucking super chatty if I don't have my headphones up in my ears. Yeah, man. It's a non-stop nightmare, I'm sure, of random nonsense facts and histories and stuff I make up. I've also found out, apparently at work, Apparently at work, I might be known as the ass man. So I don't know if it's because my extensive bidet talks. If you don't have a bidet, please purchase one today through Amazon. Bidets will keep your asshole super clean enough that you can eat off of. And I mean that in a literal sense, that it's possible to eat. Like, do you not eat ass? I'm an ass eater. Like, let's get honest here. There's nothing wrong with a little piece of ass and a little meal time, a little tongue action on a little bootay. There's nothing wrong. And you guys that won't, you need to get your sexuality checked. That girl's a girl. It's okay to eat that ass. And if you're worried about the little poop, you little poop, you know it's like literally 3/4 of an inch away from the vajayjay. That's all been mixed up. If you eat that one hole, you're eating both holes. It don't matter. It don't matter, but it all fucking tastes the same. It don't matter. It's all good. But if you're worried, get a bidet. And then it's literally squeaky clean. And then there's nothing to worry about, and then you can try it. Because, you gotta give her what she wants. You gotta make her shake, but it's okay. It's okay. The ladder she gets, the ladder I get. It's okay. Eat that booty. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Get a little. I'm even a little. I'll break the seal. I'll push the tongue in. I'm a sick fuck. Don't worry about it. It's okay though. I haven't got pink eye once. That I know. I've had some itchy problems, but that's okay. You gotta eat the booty. You can't be scared. Can't be scared of the orifices. So anyway, this may be why I'm called the ass man. Bidets, eating ass, and now this. A gentleman comes up to me at work and asks about an ass problem. He asks about sometimes when you wipe and you wipe too hard or wipe frequently, maybe you had a frequent amount of poops that day. We're getting right into the poops. This is the poops. We asking the serious questions around here. Don't worry about it, okay? Just come on in. Come on in. So, he asks about the poops. And so when you have sometimes a lot of poops, or excessive poops and a lot of poops is the same, but you could have like maybe some liquidy, burny poops. And anyway, you wipe too much and you get some bleeding action, and it's like it gets tender. You're almost to that point where you don't even wipe anymore. You just pat it. You know what I mean? But it's still, it might be a little bleeding. He wondered why. This is an important question. Like, this is a 9 out of 10 question here. He wondered why, if that's getting covered in poop all the time, why wouldn't it get infected? Like, if you had a cut in your arm, he asked, or he mentioned, and you try to rub poop in it, it'd probably get infected. So what's the cause? And, well, your boy had the answer. Is it the medical answer? Is your boy a doctor? No. Are you injecting fucking disinfectant into your veins? Then maybe you shouldn't listen to this advice. I'm not for you. Don't be a mental case. So, listen. This is what it is. I think, because I'm not a doctor. But I imagine it's because when your butt poops, it pushes out. So you're actually wiping the inside of your butt a little bit. Like, it's not right up to your colon, like you're way up in your intestines, but you're wiping a little bit, and that's where the blood comes from. And so when you unpoop, it folds back inside. when you stand all up and it your little volcano, it fucking sucks inside, reverse volcano, and then that's what happens. It looks like a volcano hanging upside down, and then it sucks inside, little reverse volcano. And what happens then is, I think, because it's inside now and it's pressured against pressure, it's wall to wall. That's pretty much like what it is. It's like a band-aid and pressure. Like you're putting clean pressure, and it's wiped, and then all the poop's actually further up your butthole, so you should be fine. That's why. That's why they asked me. And then literally, a guy came up to him, and beside us, and he was looking at him, and the original guy that asked me the question, Matt, and Matt asked me, and then this other guy, Fred, came up, and Matt looked at Fred, and he's like, he knew the answer. And Fred says, I told you he'd know the answer. What? Why would you expect that I would know these answers? I told you he would know the answer. Was I just an expert on assholes? Just because you stick your tongue in a fucking asshole a few times, now all of a sudden you're an asshole expert? Jesus, motherfucking Murphy. That's it, man. People always assuming shit, man, about me. All the time. All the time. Like that, man. You assume. I eat booty? I must be an asshole expert. Must be. Makes sense. He's been down there so long. Why wouldn't he checked into that? I had another time. I was up north. Up north here means Fort McMurray. I'm in Fort McMurray, Alberta. So I was up there working. It's cold. It's winter. And a lady friend up there, just a female co-worker, locked her keys in her truck. And someone came up to me and they were like, hey, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about the keys in the truck, okay? I'm over here working, doing my own business. It's not the same even work. It's just different work. We just happen to be on the same site. And they said, hey, are you from PEI? I said, yeah. Why? Girl over there locked her keys in her truck. She said you were from PEI. She said you might know how to break into it. What? Just because I'm from PEI, I know how to break into it. Well, of course I know how to break into it, but to assume that I could break into it is what made me mad. Just because I'm from PEI, you assume I can break into it. Of course I know how to break into it. I got into that no problem. But, Jesus, I couldn't believe assumed it. Like, of all PEIs, we just know how to break into cars and burn potatoes? And Green Gables, fishermen, what else? Jesus, bunch of incest, I'm sure that goes on. Oh yeah, we're good, man. People always assuming shit. I remember even back in school, people assumed, I didn't even talk to people, and they would always assume I was an asshole. If they would have known me, they would have found out I was an asshole. But to assume I was an asshole is, well, you're the asshole. You know what I mean? But they were assuming it because I was so poor, I couldn't afford glasses. I probably needed glasses from like grade 7. And then I got one pair and then I lost them, and then it's like too expensive to get another pair. So I didn't get another pair of glasses really any time until I was in grade 12 and the very end of grade 12. And then I just bought contacts for myself. But because I didn't have any of that shit, I would always squint, or, in class I would have to even pull up my fucking eye. And of course I wouldn't sit in the front because I'm not some fucking nerd sitting in the front. which would have been the smart thing to do. But no, I sat in the back with the cool kids, making funny jokes and disrupting class and all the nonsense. But I would have to pull my shit up. But anyway, when I'd walk by people in a hallway or a long distance or something, and I'd have to try to see who it is, I fucking glare down at them, and they all fucking thought I was trying to give them dirty looks. I got in a lot of fights because of that shit. Literally. I couldn't believe it. People fucking around me because I'm giving dirty looks. Because I couldn't see right. That was the biggest part of my problem. That and run my mouth. But I mean, still, the glares did get me in a lot of shit, man. All cuss. And they just assumed. People always assuming shit about me. My tattoos. Like, I got this tattoo on my neck. It says family. People assume I like my family. It couldn't be further from the truth. Like, fuck. Stop assuming. No, fuck. I'm just a big crime family. Fuck my family. Jeez, no. Stop assuming. No, I love my family. But fucking people assume with the tattoos I'm like some fucking a criminal. Yes, I've been to places and might have been locked up a couple times, but that doesn't make me a criminal, per se. Maybe it does, but they can assume it just because I had tattoos. They don't know. Don't assume. Don't assume. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. What's some things that people assume about you? I don't know. People assume like I'm fucking, because I'm like somewhat fit. And then I'm like athletic. Man, I ain't athletic at all. I barely got any fucking game. I can barely swing a bat. I can somewhat throw a football, but it's like not good. You know, I can catch a ball, but not great. No, I'm not great at basketball. I'm not a fucking sports guy. I'm not that athletic at all. I just do this to live longer, play with my kids harder when I get older, and just to look good fucking naked, man. That's it. I still try to eat shitty. You know, I just get my workouts in all the fucking time. Getting those workouts in so I can eat shitty sometimes. I'm trying not to eat shitty. I'm trying to eat healthier because I'm getting fucking older, they say. I just don't see it. I see it's getting the opposite. I think they're wrong. I think I figured it out. But we're going to find out. I think I figured it out. So just follow along. We'll see. I think I got figured out. But these fucking workouts, man. Oh, I sound like a fucking bitch. I get it. This fucking 21 day stupid fucking fix shit. I'm doing 21 day extreme now. So I did 21 day, and then I did some yoga for 21 days at the same time, and now I'm doing 21 day extreme, and it kicks the shit out of you, man. It kicks the fucking shit out of you. But you could do it from any level. I can do it from my level. I can just add more weights and crank out more reps and go faster as long as my form's good. Or you can do it and be like the very first time coming in and never ever touched a weight. You could start at 21 day and you'd figure out something. The first week you might struggle a bit and all your muscles are going to be sore as fuck. And then the second week it's going to get easier for you to do, but it's still going to get harder. You know what I mean? Like your form's going to get better. You're noticing that, but then you're going to add weights to it. But your form's going to get better. As long as your form's better, That's all you need. You can go lower reps. You can slow it down. You can do whatever. You speed it up. Like I said, it doesn't have to be. It's at your pace, so you can make it as hard as you want. So for anyone out there, like you're a fucking bitch and it's not that hard, then you're not trying that hard. That's on you. You're the bitch. You're the bitch, not me. I'm fucking giving it, and it works. I'm fucking sore every day. And different sore. Like then I felt like when I was going to the gym, gym's got certain movements that are restricted by just, fucking, but when you're doing jumping and fucking, oh my God, it's sore. But it's good. I like it. I like it. I'm almost wondering, like, after all this is said and done, I'm almost wondering, do I go back to the gym? Because I mean, me and the fucking fam jam, we were paying almost $100 and some bucks, over $100 and some bucks for a gym membership. That might be cheap to you. I don't know, but that's good. That's expensive for us, and now I pay nothing. You know what I mean? I think this Beachbody thing's like $100 a year. Which is pretty fucking good. Like, I'm not fucking repping them, but they're pretty fucking good. There's other programs out there, I'm sure it's free. And you can build your own program. I am lazy in that point. I'm not just going to sit here around and try to think up of a fucking 30-minute routine and do it home. I'm just going to fucking let someone else tell me how to do it. And that's it. You know what I mean? It's just so much easier to just let someone else to fucking tell me this is exactly how it's done. And this is exactly how to see how it's done. And that's fine. And they have fucking a bajillion routines. I feel like I should be selling it, but I'm not. It's just, I'm telling you, it fucking works. And I'd like to see more people doing some shit. And getting out there, getting your health on. Getting your muscle tweaked. It's good, man. It's good for you. You want to live longer and hang with your kids. I know you think you're like, I'm pretty good. I'm not fucking bad shape. But the healthier you are, man. Unless that corona comes back and fucking hits us with the healthy people. And then I'm talking out my ass and you're like, what the fuck, man? Now I'm healthier and now I got fucking the COVID-19. And it's all your fucking fault. And what did I tell you before, man? I'm not a doctor. Don't fucking listen to me if you don't want to. Like, do your research. I'm just telling you this shit. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. So, but get healthy, man. Get healthy for the most part. It's gonna help. It's gonna help. I don't know how. Look it up if you want fucking more info. I'm just fucking. I like to fuck your mother. She's the sweetest lover I know. But yeah. Alright, I have a few things in a list. This is just a small list of things that make you a piece of shit. Small things. Not putting your cart back. That makes you a piece of shit. If you take a cart out to the store and you just push it in front of your car or like hide it with someone else's, you're a piece of shit. They don't even have to have that shit out there. They should tell you bring it right back in. But they employ someone else. So that gives a person a job. Put the fuck carts away. So they can collect them up. You can put them all back for that one guy. Help him out. Not holding the door open when I'm close enough. If I'm like 2 feet away and you like fucking let that door slam and you fucking know I'm there, you're gonna get punched in the mouth. And I'm not a fighter. Maybe I'll just Maybe, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get punched in the mouth. That's rude, man. You just wait the half second and just let me catch the door. Let me just catch it. You see me coming. If we've made eye contact, especially if we've made eye contact, and then you fucking let that door slam, you're dead to me. Don't talk to me ever again in life. You're a piece of shit. Putting your tray away at restaurants. Now I know what you're thinking. What? No, you mean not putting your tray away at restaurants. Now listen, this is controversial, but let's get into it. If you put your tray away at restaurants, what happens? It's a mess. Why? Because that restaurant didn't hire someone to keep the dining room clean. And if they did hire someone to keep that dining room clean, and there's tables dirty, well then that's not because that person's not doing their job and that you should put your tray away. It's because they need to hire a second person. So basically every time you put your tray away, you just took a job away from a person. And that makes you a piece of shit. If you expect a tip after being a shitty waitress, you're a piece of shit. Why would you expect a tip? A tip is a gratuity. It's an extra. I'm not even really accustomed to tipping, but let's not get into that. But if I do tip, it's because you did a really good job and you deserved it. But if you do a shitty job, it's not, you don't just get a tip every time. You gotta do a good job. You gotta be nice. You gotta be friendly. You gotta be prompt. You gotta be, simple waitress shit. Not hard. So don't, if you expect a tip and you got all fucking pissy because I didn't tip you and you knew you're being a cunt, you're a piece of shit too. You're a cunty piece of shit. I said it. And last, not texting back. If I text you and I seen you read it and then nothing, especially if it's a question and then nothing, and then I gotta ask again, don't be like, well, I'm busy, and well, you read it. If you're that busy, don't read it. Don't read it. I'm like, okay. They're just obviously busy, or it's not important. And then okay. But if it is important, you know it's important. And we know it's important. And I text, don't be a piece of shit. That makes you a piece of shit. Text back. Oh. I got a candle this week. Did you hear that? No. It's not a sweet smelling candle. It's just, I don't think it is. It doesn't smell to me. Or maybe I lost my smell. Maybe I got the Rona. The Rona makes you lose your smell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, I read another couple books this week. One of them was extremely short. I didn't realize how short it was. It was, oh my fuck. Why do I do this every time? You'd think I would prepare a little bit, right? Hold on. It was very short. It was like a couple hours. Oh, man. Oh, right here. Right here. There it is. Open up, you bitch. The Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible Stan Lee. A marvelous memoir. So, basically it was Stan Lee's life. And I assumed with it being Stan Lee's life that it would be a little longer. Because, it was like a couple hours. It was weird. Stan Lee started basically at Marvel at $8 a week. Could you imagine? And he was excited about that because there was not much going on for comics back then, and that's really what he wanted to do. And he got super fucking lucky, is what I learned. Is because he was basically just running around getting coffee and shit. And if things worked out and he was good, maybe they let him take a chance with drawing. And then eventually the two main guys who were doing the art in comics eventually left to go to DC, I believe. And they left him to be the only guy, so he had to start drawing for what would soon be known as Marvel. And he came up with the great characters. He did. He, lucky or not, he still had some great characters. He pushed the way for what we know as today's modern comics. Though DC was, for comic-wise, continuously doing it a step ahead. They were always trying to catch up. And that inspired Stan Lee. But he even wrote actually for, he actually wrote for DC at one point. He wrote a few different comics in his own vision if he reimagined DC's main superheroes, like Aquaman was actually made out of water, shit like that. But yeah, it really didn't say much about him. It kind of just dived into his characters and how he created them right quick and how he just kind of blew up, and then he was in movies, and it was just typical stuff. It wasn't really anything very deep. I wasn't impressed. That's to say the least. Yeah. Let me see. The other book was a bit better, but also not really impressed. I was a bigger fan of the last two books. It was The Year of Fear, Machine Gun Kelly, and the Manhunt That Changed the Nation. It did change everything. It did change fucking everything for that nation. Because what happened was, Machine Gun Kelly, what a pussy. I don't understand why the rapper today, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, uses this guy's name. If he would have done a little bit of research, I don't think he would have. Machine Gun Kelly, basically, he started off in the Prohibition era, so like 1930s. It was like Depression era. Booze running was big. So he got big in fucking running rum. That was like, but there was gangsters were getting big at this time. It was a real big thing. It was everybody was getting a name for themselves. There was only so many, but they were getting names. They had hideouts. They had specific spots. It was kind of cool to listen to that, to hear that was actually true. Like, places off the land that you could get to, and it was all just, the criminals from all different spots of the country would just, if they were making their way through town, would stop by there and rest up and refuel and re-gun up and, shit like that. That was kind of interesting. But Machine Gun Kelly, he was just a fucking, he was just a runner. And then when the 40s ended, or whenever it was repealed, I forget now. He had he didn't know what else to do. So they looked for easy money. Bank robbing was big. He got involved in that. So this is where he got his name. He got involved with this fucking woman, Catherine. This is what I mean. He's a pussy. So he got pussy whipped big time. His whole life. This is it. This is Machine Gun Kelly's story. That he was a pussy whipped bitch. Okay? Because Machine Gun Kelly did whatever Catherine said. And basically she liked to live a high lifestyle. It was found out later during the trials that she actually they listed off criminals in a ranking, and she like worked her way up to Machine Gun Kelly. Like that was her thing. And then so he did some bank jobs, but he got a machine gun basically to fit the part. Like he just got it, but he didn't want to kill anyone. He would smooth talk his way to getting the money. Like he would like talk to the females and be like, "Hey baby, ha ha ha, hook a daddy up with that money. You know what I'm saying, girl? You gonna get daddy that money." And he'd smooth them in. And most of the girls, they literally would give him the money and with a big smile that he stopped by. But he never wanted to use that machine gun, ever. And he never did. But he got the name Machine Gun Kelly because his wife would go around spreading stories that he was the best of the best and he was getting so good and he could write his name in bullets. And that's where he got the name Machine Gun Kelly, is because of his fucking wife. There's lots of gangsters that carried machine guns, so it wasn't like he was the only one carrying it at the time. It was because of her stories. But yeah, and later on, the big thing with this whole book is after the banks were kind of drying up, because they were cracking down on banks and laws. J. Edgar Hoover was a big part of this because the FBI, he started it and he was trying to get a bigger name for himself, and was trying to make the FBI higher profile government agency, and he was pushing hard to find these, breaking down on all these gangsters. So he's setting up new laws. You can't, for the federal, he wanted a federal policing agency, the FBI. They didn't call it that at the time, but later on they did. And then there was no national police at the time. It was just the state police. So once you cross borders, you're pretty much like safe and stuff. So there were certain crimes that you could do and just you could get away with. That was it. That was so easy back then. They made it easier for criminals. And this is where the FBI stepped in, and J. Edgar Hoover was cracking down on all this shit. So anyway, after the banks got harder to rob, kidnappings fucking broke out. And there was like, there could be up to like 400 kidnappings in a week. Like it was like nothing to kidnap someone. And yeah, ask for ransom. Like, what else did we kidnap him for? And there was tons of them. So Catherine pushed Machine Gun Kelly into kidnapping a fucking billionaire oil tycoon, Charles Urschel. Yeah, Charles Urschel. And so they kidnapped him, but Charles Urschel's smart motherfucking man. He wasn't just a dumb oilman. When he was there, he was constantly surveying what he could. He was remembering sounds. He was remembering the airplanes over the skies. And when he got released, when they eventually did, they paid out the ransom. He told it all, and they were able to hunt him down, and they were finding him. But anyway, yeah, man. Basically, Machine Gun Kelly ended up, I was like, man, even at trial, his woman was like, don't turn me in. Don't turn me in. Like, tell him it was all you. Tell him it's all you. And he's like, yeah, my love, I'll take the charge for you. Cause I love that pussy so fucking much. That golden pussy. And he took it. But she went down. They wanted her so bad, they fucking knew. And she went down, he went down. He went to Alcatraz. That's when they built Alcatraz, was for all these fucking criminals at the time, because they wanted the baddest prison to put them in. It was the worst of the worst, like the unredeemable. They would throw in this bitch, and they would not feed them for days and just give them bread. Like they'd kind of half tortured them there. Like they really fucked with them, and then their diets were really bad, and a lot of them died with like malnutrition and heart attacks and stuff from shitty food. So that's what I think he died from that. But yeah, man, it was okay. It was decent, but it didn't. I was hoping Machine Gun Kelly was a badass. You know what I mean? I was hoping he was, but he was like not really. I mean, it wasn't really that much. He wasn't really that cool at all. Yeah, poor guy. So I don't know why MGK took that fucking name. He's like a fucking pussy whip bitch. You know what I mean? His Machine Gun Kelly, like he's like admitting he's a cock. He's a pussy whip bitch. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's not for me to know. That's for you to know. That's not for me to know. Alright, last but not least, we got my boy, Matt Redenbach. Questions of the day. So this little bitch literally bitched out and gave us 5 questions. So we're going to have to you guys are going to have to step it up because Matt's slipping hard. You guys are going to have to send me some questions, man. Fucking submit me some questions. Bagged Milk Podcast @gmail.com. Hook a brother up. Send him in. Matt's getting tired. He's getting tired. He's getting old. He must be fucking feeling the pinch now. The brain's slowing down. He used to be a fighter. So he's probably got some CT. You know what I mean? So you gotta give him a little bit of a break, I guess. So anyway, here's his questions. If you could stop time, but could only do it once for 60 seconds, what would you do during that 60 seconds? If you could stop time, but only do it once for 60 seconds, what would you do during that 60 seconds? I'd rob a bank. Would I rob? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd rob a bank. Would I? Could I get away with it? Do you think what would I do with it? They probably have it all marked. I needed to increase my wealth somehow. What could I do? That would be an easy getaway. Yeah, fuck it, I'd rob a bank. Which fictional character would you most want to hang out with? Which fictional character? Yoda from Star Wars, man. I think I want to, if he could be, and it was existing, and he was existing, and I could hang out with him, he can teach me the fucking Force, or figure it out, or at least focus something. Or maybe I don't have nothing, but I want to learn more about it. That's what it would be about. I'm telling you that right now. 4. You get to say one thing to Adolf Hitler when he was 10 years old. What do you say to him? Man, one thing, like one positive phrase. I'm gonna say a positive phrase to him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. What would I tell him to stop him from killing so many people? Oh my God. I'm like, hey man, don't kill the Jews. Jews aren't that bad. Don't get brainwashed. Yeah. Don't think gas chambers are cool. Don't let them fucking get you. Chin up, bud. Stiff upper lip. Go on about your business. Jesus fuck. There's not much you could say. Don't be fucking crazy psycho later on in life, you fucking punk. Yeah. 5. Everything is legal for a week. What's on your to-do list? Obviously, robbing banks. Robbing banks. Let's see, top 3. We'll go top 3. Robbing banks. Breaking down the entire network that, like for credit card systems, like what they were gonna do in Fight Club. Or you just like, if that was the case, you just blow up MasterCard's building and then no one owes anything to MasterCard ever again. I just do that. Just cripple society. Yeah. Bring us all down. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I do too much illegal stuff. I just rob a bunch of banks, I think. Just get that cheddar, you know? Just get that paper. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. Another one in the bag. I want to thank you all for listening. It's fucking great. I love it. Email if you got any questions. Could be random ones. Could be would you rathers, Mary fuck kills. Just stupid shit, man. Be a part of the show. Give you a shout out if you want. I can keep you anonymous. Doesn't matter. Let me know in the email. But yeah, thanks for listening. And tune in next week. We've got a brand new one. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of new questions for you. For fuck's sakes. Through your own participation, or maybe Matt will get his shit together. Maybe he needs to take a ginkgo biloba. Get that brain pumping. Alright guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.